Good morning students. Today we will start our next macroeconomics chapter, that is the budget. In the simple terms, when we are talking about the budget, so first, what is your perception? Budget is the actual? No. Budget is the planning or estimated idea. In the general terms, हम बोलते हैं budget बना लो. It means if we are planning to that we have the how much money. Suppose we just added that is we have 10,000 rupees. That is again the planning, है ना. Income कहाँ से आने वाली है? That is again the planning. So that is the planning. 5,000 X person मुझे देंगे, 5,000 Y person मुझे देंगे, and then I have the 10,000 rupees probably, and I just plan out to expenditure. It means income is again your planning, and again according to that income you are just plan out your expenditure. So that is the budget. So in the simple terms, when we are talking about the budget, budget is a planning, not a actual idea of the expenditure. So our next chapter is the budget. That is a government budget and the economy. And based what is the government budget is what is the objective of this chapter. You just aware about the budget, what is the government budget, how government budget implement that, what is the criteria, what are the objective of this budget, and what are the effect of the budget in the economy. So government budget meaning, objective and components in this chapter we just studied about. Classification of receipts, revenue receipt and capital receipt, classification of expenditure, revenue expenditure and as well as capital expenditure. Now measures of government deficit, revenue deficit, fiscal deficit, primary deficit. It means deficit already we had seen. What do you mean by the deficit? तो deficit का मतलब हम already समझ चुके हैं कब, जब हम लोगों ने 9th chapter पढ़ा था. What do you mean by the surplus? What do you mean by the deficit? Now we are studied that the surplus and deficit in the point of or the terms of the what government budget. Now our first topic is meaning and objectives of government budget. First meaning में general terms हमने देखा. What do you mean by the budget? Budget, you know what is the budget is the not actual, it is the just a planning. So next, definition of budget. When we are talking about the definition of budget, so government budget is the financial statement. Is a financial statement. Keep in your mind, this is not and just more than, less than, this type of expenditure or हम बोलते हैं ना subjectives matter नहीं करते हैं, numericals matter करता है. So that is a financial statement of budgetary receipt and budgetary expenditure. Receipt and expenditure, again the two main words. First we just read out this. Government budget is a financial statement of a budgetary receipt and budgetary expenditure of the government during the fiscal year. So these are the important aspects. Listen students, when you are writing in the exams also, please jot down this type of, first write down the definition and put the mark like this. So examiner को idea आ जाएगा कि you are aware about that importance point of the government budget definition. Now the government budget is a financial statement. What do you mean by the financial statement? As you all are the commerce student, you all know about the what is the financial statement. When we are talking about the financial statement, it means the statement show the receipt and expenditure in the both side, and that is the balancing figure of the both side. So financial figure of budgetary receipt. Budgetary receipt it means पहले मैंने बजट का कंसेप्ट क्लियर कर दिया. दैट इज जस्ट प्लानिंग, है ना. हमारा सपोज यहाँ से इतने रुपए आएंगे और हमारे उतने खर्च होंगे. सो दैट सपोज इज जस्ट योर प्लानिंग. फाइन. सो रिसिप्ट कहाँ से पैसा आने वाला है, एंड द बजटरी एक्सपेंडिचर, और उस पैसे को हम कहाँ कहाँ खर्च करने वाले हैं. अभी तो पैसा भी नहीं आया है, हमने खर्च भी नहीं किया है, but still we are just planning where कहाँ से पैसा आएगा. So that is the planning statement of the budgetary receipt and budgetary expenditure. Budgetary आगे आए हैं, it means just you are just plan about that receipt मम्मी प्लानिंग नहीं कर रही है, दैट इज नॉट योर होम बजट। मम्मी को 10,000-20,000 फादर ने दिया एंड मम्मी नॉट डोंट प्लान आउट दैट, दिस इज योर होम बजट। वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द गवर्नमेंट बजट, फाइन। सो गवर्नमेंट ड्यूरिंग द फिस्कल ईयर, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एज यू ऑल नो, आई होप। फिस्कल ईयर, व्हाट डू मीन बाय द फिस्कल ईयर? Fiscal year, it means your financial year. When we are talking about the fiscal year, again I am repeating, fiscal year is your financial year. When, so in our India, our financial year 1st April to 31st March, है ना? In India, our financial year is 1st April to 31st March. So this is the simple definition of government budget. We will again repeat that government budget is a financial statement of the budgetary receipt and budgetary expenditure of the government during the fiscal year. Clear? Now the objectives of the government budget. What are the objectives? है ना? क्यों गवर्नमेंट बजट बना रहे हैं वो तो पता होना चाहिए। गवर्नमेंट बजट बन रहा है, गवर्नमेंट बजट बना रही है। When we are talking about the budget, तो budget in the two parts, budget is introduced in the two parts in the parliament, as you know, है ना? न्यूज़ में कॉमन वर्ड हम सुनते हैं, when we are talking about the budget in the news, there are two common words, शीतकालीन सत्र and ग्रीष्मकालीन सत्र. That is the typical Indian name, but as you know, in news we are familiar with this word. शीतकालीन सत्र मतलब क्या होता है? When the budget are decided in the December, month of November or December, and when the government discuss the budget in the Feb or after the budgetary, that is the Grishmakalin Satra. So शीतकालीन सत्र very important because the government budget introduced after the new financial year, and Feb the government almost decided in the Feb or March only what is the next year budget planning. So क्या होता है? शीतकालीन सत्र में बड़े-बड़े decisions लिए जाते हैं. So what are the objectives of the government budget? First, reallocations of resources. Reallocations, allocations as you know, and allocated. You are just allocated this bench, that bench, and like that. That is the allocation. But we are talking about the reallocations of resources. So reallocations of resources refer to ये री को हमने अलग कर दिया है। Redistribution of resources from one use to another. It means, suppose first before that, in the previous year, I am allotted this marker to the another class. है ना? Maybe this is the 8th class. I am allotted this marker to the 9th class. But reallocation मतलब अब इसका allocation, it means अब इसको मैं कहाँ allot कर रही हूँ? इसको हम अलॉट कर रहे हैं फॉर द दिस फाइनेंशियल ईयर। सो वी आर अलोकेटिंग द रिसोर्सेज, मतलब इस साल में इसको 10th के लिए अलॉट कर रहा हूँ। इट मीन्स वी आर अलोकेटिंग द रिसोर्सेज इन द नेक्स्ट ईयर। अगर मैं हर साल के लिए कोई भी रिसोर्सेज को कहीं भी ट्रांसफर कर सकती हूँ, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड द रीअलोकेशंस। पहले ये मार्कर 8 के लिए अलॉट था, नाउ नेक्स्ट ईयर फॉर द नेक्स्ट ईयर प्लानिंग, बजटरी प्लानिंग, आई एम अलॉटिंग दिस मार्कर फॉर द 9th स्टैंडर्ड. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड रीअलोकेशन. रिसोर्सेज आर सेम स्टूडेंट्स बट क्लासेस डिफर. So that is the meaning reallocations of resources. So reallocations of resources refers to redistribution of resources from one use to another. Fine. Government through its budgetary policy tries to reallocate resources to ensure the fulfillment of the various social economic objectives. Various social economic objectives. The government may influence the allocations of resources through. अगर मुझे अपना सोशल और इकोनॉमिक बैलेंसिंग रखना है गवर्नमेंट को, तो व्हाट गवर्नमेंट डू? गवर्नमेंट मे बी सपोज दिस ईयर गवर्नमेंट allocated some resources for the some sector. Fine. Now the government decided कि now ये चीज ये area is the sufficiently they are developed. Now these resources are not for that particular area because now they are developed. Fine. अब दूसरे एरिया को डेवलप करना है तो गवर्नमेंट वो रिसोर्सेज दूसरे एरिया में अलॉट करेगी. सो दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द रीअलोकेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. Among that, first, if through the budgetary policy, government aim to reallocate the resources in the accordance with the economic, or we can say, when we are talking about the economic transaction, we can say that is the profitable, and the social, it means the public welfare properties of the country. Government can influence the allocations of resources through these two aspects. First is, which are two aspects? First, impositions of the heavy taxes. अब suppose, in the simple example, government don't want to sell something because that is the harmful to the public or to the people, just like a cigarette and tobacco, these all are things. So government क्या करेगी, उस पर बैन नहीं कर सकती. अब आपको पहला क्वेश्चन आता है दिमाग में, if it is not good for people, it is injurious to health to the people, so why the government promote this type of products? Listen students, this type of product having the heavy taxes duty, तो गवर्नमेंट को उससे बहुत अच्छा रिसिप्ट और इनकम होता है. सो गवर्नमेंट आपको अवेयरनेस देने के लिए बताती है दिस इज द हार्मफुल टू द पीपल, सो डोंट यूज इट, बट इट इज द वन टाइप ऑफ रिसिप्ट, और हैवी ड्यूटी अगर टैक्सेस की लगी है उस पर, सो गवर्नमेंट को उससे काफ़ी रिसिप्ट और इनकम सोर्स जनरेट होता है. सो heavy taxes can be imposed on the production units engaged in the producing harmful product like liquor, cigarette, tobacco, etc. Thus, it discourages those occupations which are not beneficial to the society by the imposing the tax and higher rate. अब गवर्नमेंट कैसे बचा सकती है? सो गवर्नमेंट केवल इतना करेगी कि उस पर हाई टैक्स इम्पोज कर देगी, जिससे क्या होगा, वो सबके लिए अफोर्डेबल नहीं होगा और कुछ लोग उससे बच सकते हैं. नाउ द सेकंड इज द सब्सिडीज एंड टैक्स कंसेशन. इट मीन्स व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द सब्सिडी? व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द हैवी ड्यूटी, तो एज वी नो टैक्स खूब सारा लगा दो. नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द सब्सिडीज एंड टैक्स रिलेशन. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द सब्सिडीज? आई होप यू ऑल नो, हमने नेशनल इनकम एंड मेरिट सर्टिफिकेट बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ा है. व्हाट डू मीन बाय द सब्सिडीज? सब्सिडीज इट मीन्स इफ यू आर सपोज परचेज द 1 लाख गुड्स, रुपीज 1 लाख, 1 लाख का कोई भी गुड्स खरीदा है, एंड द गवर्नमेंट अलाउड टू द पेमेंट ऑफ द 70,000, इट मीन्स 30,000 इज योर सब्सिडी. It means that is the relaxation given by the government, because what do you mean by why the government released that payment? Why relaxation is there? Because the government promotes such type of product. Just like this example already I had given in the national income also, but maybe the बहुत time हो गया, सब forgot हो गया होगा. That first important concept is what do you mean by that? Subsidies. So government provided some relaxation through this subsidies. Why government do this? Because of the promoting such type of some social benefit areas also on some product also. Just the example of the solar energy. If you are purchasing solar energy plant, government decide to give you the 30%. That is just example, 30% subsidies. If you are purchasing 1 lakh rupees का solar plant खरीदते हो, government decided you just pay out the 70,000, 30,000 that is your subsidies, because government wants to introduce or upgrade or promote the solar energy. Fine. So subsidies and tax concession. So subsidies and tax concession can be given to the private sector industries. Private sector industries to encouraging the production of those products which are beneficial to the people. जैसे उस पे हैवी ड्यूटी लगाई हमने, because that product are not up to mark or health for the social economic benefit. But this type of government कब subsidies देगी? When the government wants to beneficial of the people. For example, government can give the subsidies and tax concession to the enterprise who are willing to undertake the electricity generation, especially in the backward areas, है ना. Suppose you are some entrepreneurs are there, है ना. You, as you know, entrepreneur it means a small businessman or big businessman, whatever. So entrepreneur decide to establish the enterprise in the backward area. So government give them to the subsidies. Why? क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट अगर कोई एंटरप्रेन्योर अपनी एंटरप्राइज कोई रूरल एरिया या बैकवर्ड एरिया में स्टार्ट करता है तो वहाँ का एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन क्रिएट होगा. ठीक है, एम्प्लॉयमेंट होगा, पुअर्टी कम होगी, साइकिल चलता जाएगा, है ना. सो दैट इज द वे, माइग्रेशन कम से कम होगा. सो दैट इज द वे. अगर इस तरह के एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं जो एंटरप्राइज बैकवर्ड एरिया में स्टार्ट करना चाहते हैं, सो व्हाई दे आर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम दैट? Because of the relaxations given by the government, or we can say tax relaxation. जैसे just example in Bharuch, Dahej area is there. There are the SEZ area, SEZ 1, 2 and 3. Now the 3 also. So what do you mean by the SEZ? That is the security economic zone, है ना. मतलब यहाँ इकोनॉमिक जोन का मतलब होता है कि if your company established in the SEZ area, you are allowing or you are relaxation with the tax for next 5 years. मैंने आज अपनी कंपनी एस्टैब्लिश की है, नेक्स्ट 5 years तक मुझे वहाँ कोई टैक्स नहीं पे करना है. If the government allowing me that tax relaxation, definitely my growth is very high. ठीक है, सब्सिडीज तो my growth is very high. So that is the type of, if the government allowing that subsidiary or tax relaxation to the private sector because they are especially in the established in the backward area. In this way, budgetary incentives just like tax concession and subsidies etc. can be used to the influence allocation of resources in the country. अब आपको अलोकेट रिसोर्सेज कहाँ करने हैं, वो दोनों जगह से आइडिया आ जाएगा. या तो टैक्स ज़्यादा पे करो और हार्मफुल चीज़ें बनाओ, या टैक्स कम पे करो और स्पेशली जोन के लिए चीज़ें बनाओ. दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द बजटरी objective of budgetary. First objective we just discussed today, resources, allocations of resources. That is all about the today. Tomorrow onwards we are just continue this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.